Alright, let's look at the date and time 2024. We are standing outside the Baxter business buildings at the Commons and Oaklands in Exton, Pennsylvania. As you can see, this right here is building 1, and back there is building 2. And yes, both buildings have Schindler 300A elevators with standard MT fixtures. I have not ridden these elevators since 2021, so let's see how they're doing. Now, since there are two separate buildings right next to each other, I like to do them in the usual order. We are going to start off by riding the elevator in building 1, but before we ride it, there's something I'd like to show you. See that? That's right, there is no access to the parking lot from that side. To access the parking lot, you have to go through this door and go right around the corner and make a left turn here because there's a sidewalk there that'll take you straight to the parking lot. Alright, now let's ride the elevator. There's your directory, and over there is the billing hours. And according to the directory, the whole third floor is completely vacant, but it's still open, so that's a good sign. QR3 bar went out. Now take it back down to 1. QR1. We'll take another ride. This time we're going to start them where with doors closed. As with most Schindler store close does not work. Focus camera. Here we go, let's listen. Now that's a really nice motor. And there's not much to see from this window. You're just basically looking right into US 30, also known as Lancaster Avenue. And it's also where bus 135 goes. Back this way is toward Coatesville, that's where it stops. And back this way is toward the Exton Square Mall and Westchester Transportation Center. That's the other end for this bus route. Now take it back down to 1. QR1. Now we're going to let the doors close and get a cab view. You remember this elevator, don't you? If you look closely, you can see that this building was built in 1996. Building 2 was built in 1998. 2,500-pound capacity. There's your buttons. ADA compliant phone. Alright, now one more round trip on this elevator, and then we'll head on over to building number 2. Let's hydraulics one more time. Again, that motor sounds very nice. And you can see they have the original 3 braille. Alright, now we'll go back down to 1, and we'll head on over to building 2. Here we're back down in 1. And you can see that Schindler logo a little bit, not a whole lot though. Alright, so there's one more elevator we have to ride. So let's exit this elevator and watch it close up. Now let's make our way over to building 2. Alright, here we are in Building 2. This is the building that has 3 entrances instead of 2, because unlike Building 1, this one does have access to the parking lot. And yes, we are going to take 3 round trips on this one too. Alright, so let's go up to 3. Door closed button works. I like that. This is one you expect to see in a Schindler every day. Button already went out. And yes, this one's got new brails. Now go back down to 1. QR 1. Alright, so that's 1 round trip done. 2 more to go. Listen motor this time. And yep, this is exactly the same motor as the other one. And this building also has the same view from this side. And like I said, straight ahead is US 30 Business, also known as Lancaster Avenue. And that's the highway where Bus 135 goes from Coatesville to Westchester Transportation Center and vice versa. I'm really glad I came here in both buildings, thanks to my SEPTA card and Bus 135. So let's try going back down before this elevator leaves. Good, still sitting here waiting for me. Alright, so let's take it back down to 1, and we'll get a cap view. We're back down in 1. Now let's go ahead and get a cap view on this one. Hopefully it doesn't go anywhere. Oh, looks like someone just called it. I'm sorry about that, but I just decided to stop my camera in case the janitor gets on the elevator. But now that no one is using it, let's go ahead and get a cap view, because this is exactly the same as the other one. And yep, these are the same buttons just like the other one. The only difference is that all the brails in this elevator are painted white, and in the elevator in Building 1, the brails are stainless steel. And I don't know if you can see it down there, but the first 4 numbers of the perm number says 1998. That basically means Building 2 was built in 1998, which is 2 years after Building 1 was built. This one also has a 2,500 pound capacity. It's also very rare to see a Schindler empty with a stop switch. You don't see that very often. And does this have the same phone? Yes, it does. Alright, now one more trip up to 3, and let's hydraulics one more time. Again, that motor sounds very nice. Ooh, lost focus there. There's also a similarity that I just discovered. In both elevators, only the down arrow works, not the up arrow. Alright, now go back down to 1 and then the tour. Now I'm staying back so you can watch the arrow go out and the button go out at the same time. And here we are. And yes, this one also has the faded Schindler logo. I'm kind of surprised to see that both elevators don't have fire service, even though both buildings were built in the late 1990s. So if you look closely, right below the up button is where the fire service key switch would be, if this elevator had fire service. And also you can see the up arrow lining up a little bit, not a whole lot though. And there it goes. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a little comparison and contrast between those two buildings right there. I mean, they both have the same elevator brand and fixtures. The only difference is that this elevator right here in Building 2, those brails are much newer than the one in Building 1. And that's because Building 1 was built in 1996. Building 2 was built 2 years after. So, to me, it's kind of hard to choose which elevator is better. But I do like Building 2 better, because this building right here has 3 entrances, including the one on the opposite side. Building 1 only has 2 entrances. And that's very convenient too, because in case it rains, you just have to go through this little vestibule on the first floor and go out the entrance on the back, and you're already in the parking lot. So that's why you don't get soaked. But which building do you guys like better? As always, feel free to leave your opinions down in the comment section below. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you found something interesting and enjoyed it. And that will be it. Oh, the video's over. But it doesn't have to be. You can always watch more, and you know what to do. And don't forget to subscribe and light up that bell. Until next time, bye y'all.